What if I told you that finding peace, joy, and fulfillment has nothing to do with success, money, self-improvement books, or even therapy? It's something far simpler, yet most adults have completely forgotten it. I have spent 40 years figuring this out, and in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to save you decades of time, frustration, and suffering. We all do this. We all tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I get a promotion. I'll be happy when I have a partner. I'll be happy when I make X amount of dollars per year. But here's the truth I wish I had known earlier. Hi, I'm Loida. Welcome to my channel. So this is a little embarrassing to admit, but I used to think that becoming a successful entrepreneur would make me happy and fulfill me. So I focused on opening one business after another. But here's the thing. As soon as I had built one business and worked on it for a while, I would get bored. It didn't give me the fulfillment I thought it would. So I'd start looking for the next big idea. I'd tell myself, maybe this next business will be the one that finally makes me feel accomplished, happy, satisfied. And for years, I kept chasing one idea after another, always moving, always building, always striving for that sense of purpose. But no matter what I achieved, that feeling never lasted. Then, one day, I stumbled upon fluid art. At first, it was just another business idea, something I needed to learn so I could teach others. But the moment I let those colors swirl and blend on the canvas, something inside me shifted. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't thinking about results. I wasn't thinking about profit margins or marketing strategies. I was just creating. And in that moment, I realized something huge. The joy and fulfillment I had been searching for all along weren't in success, weren't in business, weren't in achieving more. They were in creating. But as adults, we get so caught up in being responsible, in doing all the things we're supposed to do, raising a family, going to work, paying bills, maintaining a house, taking care of a garden, mowing the lawn. And in the middle of all that, we forget. We forget that inside each of us, there's still that little kid who once loved to paint, to build, to make up stories, to imagine whole worlds in their mind. That kid didn't care about deadlines. That kid didn't worry about being good enough or productive. That kid just wanted to create. And somewhere along the way, we bury that part of ourselves. We trade creativity for responsibility, play for productivity, and imagination for practicality. But what if I told you that reconnecting with that inner child is the key to finding the joy and fulfillment you've been searching for all along? And the truth is, we were born to create. It's not just about painting. It's about bringing something into existence that wasn't there before, whether it's ceramics, crocheting, writing, sculpting, digital art, music, or even decorating a space. Creating is part of who we are. Think about it. When we were kids, we didn't need a reason to draw or build castles out of blocks. We did it because it was fun, because it made us feel alive. But somewhere along the way, society told us that creating is only valuable if it makes money, that if we're not good enough at it, we shouldn't waste our time, that hobbies are frivolous, something to squeeze in only when we've finished being responsible adults. And so we stop. We trade in our sketchbooks for spreadsheets, our playtime for productivity, and then we wonder why we feel burnt out, uninspired, and disconnected. But here's the thing. Creating isn't just a hobby. It's a form of healing. When we create, something shifts inside of us. Our minds slow down. Our stress melts away. The overthinking, the anxiety, the constant need to perform or achieve, all of that quiets down when we allow ourselves to just make something for the joy of it. And science even backs this up. Studies show that engaging in creative activities can reduce stress, improve mental health, and even help us process emotions in ways that words alone cannot. Because creating is therapy. It doesn't matter if you think you're good at it. It doesn't matter if no one ever sees your work. What matters is that you allow yourself to create, to pick up a paintbrush, a ball of yarn, a lump of clay, a pen, a musical instrument, whatever calls to you, and just make something. Not for money, not for validation, not for productivity, but for you. Because that little kid inside you, the one who used to dream, imagine, and create just for fun, they're still there. They're just waiting for you to remember them. And when you do, that's when you'll finally understand that the peace, joy, and fulfillment you've been searching for have been inside you all along. All you have to do is create. And I know you might be thinking, but I'm not creative. Maybe you haven't painted since you were a kid. Maybe you've never picked up a crochet hook, or the last time you tried to draw, you decided you were bad at it. Maybe you've convinced yourself that creating is for artsy people, and that's just not you. But that's a lie. Creativity isn't about talent. It's about expression. It's about allowing yourself to play, to explore, to make a mess, to try something new without worrying about the outcome. It's about giving yourself permission to be bad at something, because the process itself is where the magic happens. When I first started painting, I wasn't thinking about how good I was. I was just playing, pouring paint, watching colors swirl, experimenting with textures, getting lost in the movement. And somewhere in that process, I felt alive. That's when I realized creating isn't just about making art, it's about reconnecting with yourself. So if you've been feeling stuck, burned out, or uninspired, I want to challenge you. Go create something. Write a poem, paint a mug, take some photos, knit a scarf, decorate a cake, pour paint on a canvas. Do something with your hands that has nothing to do with work, deadlines, or expectations. Just make something, anything, without judgment. And then come back and tell me how you felt. Drop a comment below and let me know. What's one creative thing you've always wanted to try but never let yourself do? Or if you've already found your creative outlet, tell me, how has it changed your life? Let's start a conversation, because I truly believe the world would be a much better place if more people gave themselves permission to create. And if this message spoke to you, if you want to explore creativity, healing, and self-discovery together, make sure to subscribe. Now, go create something. You owe it to yourself.